Good afternoon, everyone. I'm Darlene Boncolmo, and welcome to another episode of A Diaries. Education provides you stability in life, and it is something that no one can ever take away from you. Those who hold bachelor's degree or much higher education gets better opportunities. I usually hear stories from my grandparents about how they needed to walk 2 to 3 kilometers just to get to their school and another going back home during 1970s. Whenever I hear these stories, I can't help but to feel sad and at the same time feel lucky. But hearing another story where students must swim in an open sea the same distance my grandparents walked going to school really breaks my heart. For our episode for today, our A Diaries team will take us to Magalumbi, a remote island in Iloilo. To know more about the story, let us have Crystal Joy Bongat.
The Eyewitness documentary by Jeta Roop tells a story about a group of students who swim home from school every single day. When going to school, they will be taken by their father who happens to be a fisherman. There are times that they need to swim home when their father is still out in the sea for their living. As they couldn't take their books with them, the children had to bury their books on the sand every afternoon and retrieve it in the next morning.
Kumusta ang pag-aaral mo, Clyde?
Minsan po ma'am, napakahirap na po. Kailangan pa po namin langoyin yung dagat para lang po makauwi sa amin.
Hindi ba kayo natatakot sa tuwing lalangoy o tatawid kayo ng dagat?
Natatakot po ma'am, pero po, sanay na po kami. Kailangan lang po magtaga ng pag-aaral para lang makatulong sa aming pamilya.
Local government unit of Batad and with the principal of Binon an elementary school. We have assessed the situation and by applying the Taylor's rationale model, we came up with the solution and reinforcement. We have tried to write UNESCO and sent them the heartbreaking story of the Manglumbi children.
Truly a heartbreaking story. But don't be sad anymore because God heard our prayers. After weeks of waiting, an email was sent to us from UNESCO, and it was a very good news. The UNESCO granted our foundation with 800,000 pesos to fund our project Sagip Magalumbi Children. To discuss that further and the model used to come up with the solutions regarding the situation in Binunan Elementary School, let us have Rian Marie Budolio, the project head of the Sagip Magalumbi Children.
Ralph Tyler is an American educator and the father of behavioral objectives. He designed a rationale for curriculum planning that still has vitality today. That rationale is called the Tyler Rationale Model of Curriculum Development. It is the quintessential prototype of curriculum development in the scientific approach. Originally, he wrote down his ideas in a book, Basic Principles of Curriculum and Instruction, to give his students an idea about principle for making a curriculum. Tyler's model is one of the first models, and it was and still is a highly simple model consisting of 4 steps. This is where our project, Sagip Magalumbi Children, was based. Step 1 is determining the purposes, aka objectives of the school. In other words, what do the students need to do in order to be successful? All objectives need to be consistent with the philosophy of the school, and this is often neglected in curriculum development. Step 2 is developing learning experiences that help the students to achieve Step 1. Tyler's model is a learner-centered model. It focuses on the product rather than the process. Learning experience refers to the interaction between the learner and the external conditions of the environment to which he can react. Learning takes place through the active behavior of the student. It is what he does that he learns, not what the teacher does. Step 3 is organizing the experiences. Should the teacher demonstrate first or should the student learn by experiencing immediately? Either way could work and preference is determined by the philosophy of the teacher and the needs of the students. Lastly, step 4 is evaluation of the objectives, wherein areas that are not effective are being revised. Under Tyler's model, an effective curriculum takes into account the needs and interests of the students, the community, and the subject matter. Using this model, we have developed three main solutions for the issues at Binonan Elementary School and the people in Magalumbi Island, especially the students. In partnership with UNESCO, the project aims to aid the children in Magalumbi Island to achieve their goal to attain education and become successful in the future. The project also aims to reduce poverty and inequality by generating livelihood and employment for the families.
And of course, we will not be ending this episode without knowing the details of the project that we have been mentioning about. So let's have Ma'am Melanie Benito of UNESCO National Commission of the Philippines together with the principal of the Binonan Elementary School and the mayor of the municipality of Batad.
Hi everyone. The Sagip Mga Lumbi project aims to provide three main solutions based on the needs of the students and the community of Mga Lumbi Island. We are planning to provide first a school boat with 15 packs capacity and with life jackets. This will serve as a daily service for the students going to and from the school. The LGU's program will choose 3 among the fathers of the children to drive the boat alternately with pay that will be shouldered by the LGU, and the second is the livelihood provisions. First is the fishing livelihood package, which includes 2 boats, fishing nets, and other fishing materials. As part of LGU's program, a personnel shall be authorized to oversee the operations of the livelihood boats. Second is a startup capital for micro-business package, which will be focused on the seaweed production. This is a livelihood opportunity for the mothers of island who wish to help provide for their families. Third is the construction of waiting shed. A few meters away from the shore, this shed will also serve as a place to stay for the students as they wait for the school boat service. A total of 440,000 pesos will be allocated to the 3 main solutions, and 360,000 pesos will also be allocated for the following: school supplies for the students, which includes waterproof bags, shoes, notebooks, writing and art materials, school uniforms, and slippers shall be also provided for the students living in the island. To enhance the literacy skills of the pupils, books, reading, and math materials will also be donated to the Binonan Elementary School. Lastly, a desktop computer shall also be donated to the school to give students an opportunity to media literacy. A 50,000 pesos contingency fund will also be set up to cover possible unforeseen future expenses. So that will give us a total of the grand total of 800,000 pesos. Thank you so much to A Diaries for reaching us. We were moved by the story you have shared to us, and also we believe that in order to help the student achieve success, it is important to assess their needs and as well as the communities.
On behalf of the student of Binonan Elementary School and faculties, we would like to express our gratitude to the Team A-Diaries for the effort and passion they showed to us, and to the UNESCO for the huge amount of donation. Thank you very much. This will not only benefit to our children, but also to the school and communities in the island of Magalobey. May you serve as an inspiration to everyone. Once again, thank you very much and more power.
Thank you very much, A Diaries and UNESCO, for this great opportunity that you have given to the children of Magalumbi and their families. Mr. Binata, our school principal, is actually right. This will not only benefit the children, but also the school and the entire community. And for the project Sagip Magalumbi Children, we are happy to be part of it. We already drafted and approved the program regarding the sustainability of the livelihood for the fishermen and the families in the Magalumbi Island. We will be creating job positions such as drivers of the school boat and managing personnels for the school personnel for the project for the Magalumbi community. We have also coordinated with the DSWD regarding the status of the families and their enrollment with the Pantawid Pamilya program, Filipino program. We will make sure that this initiative will not be put into waste. We will strive hard to make this program a success in order to lift these beautiful people from poverty.
The kid president once said, "If you make the world better for kids, you make it better for everyone." Thank you so much for being with us today. I hope that our episode for today was able to enlighten your minds and touch your hearts. Again, this is Darlene Buncolmo, your A Diaries host, signing off. Bye-bye.
Eyewitness documentary by Jeta Ruth tells a story about a group of students who swim home from school every Sunday.
On behalf of the student of the
That still has vitality today. That Rationale is called the Tyler Rationale. That
Supplies for the students, which include what?
The project head of the Sagip Magalumbi